You gotta beat the man, and I'm saying, woo! You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down. Woo! Styling and profiling. Woo! Showtime.
Welcome to Defend the Hustle. Buffalo always keeps it a buck.
I can guarantee you most of the audience is gonna agree with me before they agree with you.
Lock in, because Buffalo is about to
Crack your cranium, fertilize your brain. Go ahead, right here, right now. Go ahead.
subscribe and share now.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Defend the Hustle. Hey guys, when we going into the intro, you got to turn either your YouTube off or whatever the back. Just mute your mic because it's coming through the intro. Go ahead and introduce yourself, and then we'll get into it and talk about what just happened, and give a shout out to the chat. Let's get it rolling.
I'm part of the Glass City Pickers. Chris, what's going on, y'all? Happy on this Good Hunt Sunday. Well, how y'all doing?
All right,
Hello,
all right.
welcome back, everybody. It's the Middleman Picker, part-time reseller, full-time truck driver. I sell on Amazon, Walmart, eBay, and whatnot. Welcome out, everybody. Happy Sunday.
All right, and I am Buffalo Picker, full time reseller, retired military, retired federal employee. Glad to be back off of my little mini vacation. Thank everyone for reaching out to me on Instagram and TikTok. Let me know that you all missed the show, and hoping that I was having a great time. So I appreciate you all from the bottom of my heart. So I just had an issue with EV Mux, which is the um, program I use to do the show. And what I didn't understand is that they have a storage limit. No matter what program you get, what uh, package you buy, there's a limit unless you get the business package. So I got to reach out to them tomorrow and get that straightened out, uh, because they just gave me an extra charge, which I didn't know that was going on. So that was part of the delay. I was hitting go live, but it wouldn't go live because it said I had used up more of my storage space than I'm allowed. So apologize for that. And we're going to go ahead and get this show going. So let me give a shout out to the chat. We're going to basically try to go full throttle on whatnot tonight and talk about that. If you got any questions concerning whatnot, make sure you put it in the chat so we can highlight it. We're going to try to get a little in depth in it, even though I haven't sold on whatnot in about 3 years now. But I think I'm going to bring it back in a few weeks. So we're going to lean on D Miller Man because he actually been using whatnot, selling his action figures. So if you got any questions, we're going to definitely post them and direct those to Miller Man. And if he got an answer for us, that would be greatly appreciated. If he don't, then we'll figure it out and bring the answer back next week. So I want to give a shout out to Resale Daddy for being the first in the chat. Appreciate you supporting the channel and everything that you do for Defend the Hustle. Shout out to Nita J, Jennifer Hayes, Lamar for the channel. All in one package. Everyone know that's Miss Buffalo. Thank you for your support as well. See what we got here. Bill Bixby, what's going on, Bill? I seen you hitting up my Instagram, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for the support. Lil David, thank you for your continued support for the channel as well. Florida Girl Picky is in the house. Thank you, Florida Picky, for coming back out supporting the channel. Appreciate it. What else we got in here? I think that's pretty much it. Did I miss anybody, fellas? I think that
Got
was
Ella.
Ella is in here.
She was.
Ella.
I didn't see that.
Shout out to Ella. I missed your name in here, Ella. Sorry about that. Thank you for your support as well. Uh, so let me highlight this. Jennifer just put something there. Let's see. Take that banner down. All right, yeah. So that's middleman whatnot channel, and I mean he didn't tell me this, but I'll just put it out there. Middleman's probably gonna give out a lot of information tonight about whatnot. So if you're not a member of whatnot and you want to join whatnot, you can use his so that he can get some type of uh, money from whatnot for letting you join their platform. So uh, is it a link they will have to use, or just put your username in there as the reference?
The link that I put in the chat. If I put a link in the chat, if they use that link,
Okay, all right.
yeah,
You
that's
already dropped it in the chat.
no, I didn't drop it in the chat yet.
Yeah, go ahead and drop it. I'm gonna highlight it once we start talking about whatnot. So, you know, let's get into what we accomplished this week, and then we'll jump directly into whatnot. Any one of y'all can take that up.
Go ahead, D.
Well, like I'm telling y'all backstage, I've been trying to send some of my inventory into Walmart. This will be my first actual shipments to Walmart, but I'm having issues. Having an error that I can't get around yet. But basically, all I've been doing this week is trying to get my inventory together and then focus on what I want to send in there
Yeah,
first, and
yeah,
then I will start. I'm going to start my Amazon shipments, but I want to take care of Walmart first because I already have some things in Amazon, and Amazon shipping is not as hard because I already done those so many times. What Walmart is a different animal. It seems like
right,
it's easier to send into Walmart than it is Amazon. But I guess I'm doing something wrong. And speaking with their sales rep, they don't know either. You know what I mean? It's like I called them. I asked them. I'm having this error that one lady said that she never saw that error before. So I was like, well, if you never seen it, it's my first time shipping in. I ain't this, and the error come up is the first time for me. You know what
right,
I mean? So I don't know. And I was conversating with the next thing you know, the phone hung up. So
right.
I guess that's the way of saying, well, I can't help you either. You
Sure,
know?
let's try to get you off the phone, man. You had stumped. It kept called in seller support and stomped them.
Yeah.
Um,
But that's
yeah, little Debbie, I new to EV Mux, and I didn't know that they were storing every recording. So I had to go in there and delete probably 6 or 7 of them just to be able to do the broadcast tonight. So I'm gonna definitely go in there and clean that out. But yeah, it's crazy. I mean, once you do your video, I don't even choose to record because I know it's going to the YouTube, but they do it automatically. And if you don't know, you'll be just like I was tonight, paying an extra $100 and something uh, that you don't really need when you could just go in there and delete them. So I'll definitely be calling them back tomorrow to get a refund. Um, you had anything else, middleman? Or is it
basically,
me?
basically buying from Whatnot. I had a Whatnot show over the weekend when you was gone, or when we did show last week, and got some items in from Whatnot that I purchased because I do a lot of purchasing on Whatnot. It's been one of those times, you know what I mean.
Right.
Well, we've been tag teaming a couple things and on there as well. So yeah, and basically all I've been doing the last 2 days mainly trying to get Walmart. I want to ship into Walmart because it's time to let them and Amazon do all the work I've been doing since
Yeah.
since COVID. You know what I mean? So I need that help because if not, I'm getting swamped. You know what I mean? I'm a one man team around here, so I need that help. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to be doing that all the way to the time on the fourth quarter because it's coming fast. Y'all realize the third quarter is about a month away after this month.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Second quarter is about done.
Right. Picking in the
Next,
hood. What's up, brother?
What's
Got to get
going
you on the show,
on?
man. We need you back on the show, bro. Come on in
What?
here, man. Everybody asking about you, and you just don't make no videos no more. You disappear, bro. Um, yeah. So I'm waiting on you to get that first shipment in too, man. So
Yeah,
you can go ahead and give me the blueprint because I mean I think that's the move. Um, well, I'm not gonna say I think I know that's the move because when I ship all that stuff into Amazon, man, it's a great help.
yeah,
The stuff is selling faster than FBM. It's being highlighted by Amazon with the buy box, and it's just help out a lot to move that much volume. When I can ship 10+ boxes to Amazon, that's a lot of weight, to
yeah,
ship at one time. And if you're able to do that on two major platforms, you could change your whole business model for the way you do reselling because you
that's
don't
right.
have a need for all that storage anymore.
Yeah,
So that's definitely something that I want to do because with the plans of me getting this warehouse built on my property is I want to be able to bring that stuff in and get it out as fast as possible.
mhm,
So if I can allocate, a shipment to Amazon and then a shipment over to Walmart, pretty much going out the same week, then that'll open up space for me to keep bringing in stuff. Instead of trying to figure out what container I'm going to put it in or what shelf I'm going to store it in, I can just bring that stuff in, process it, pack it up, ship it out, and then, you know, get more inventory in. So
yeah,
that's definitely the move. And then on the back end, I'm speaking of people that are, leasing spaces. You won't have a need for all that space anymore.
yeah.
So that's definitely good
You,
move if
you,
you get that under control and just start using Amazon and Walmart because that I definitely plan on doing it. I just been dragging my feet on figuring out the process because I got so much other stuff going on and I'm on a one man show.
Walmart does the same thing like Amazon when they're fulfilling it. They highlight that person. If you notice
Yeah,
when you searching prices, you'll see the price higher, and then once you delve deeper into the that listing, you start noticing that its price is lower than what they're highlighting. And then you look at it, it'll say sold by whoever, but fulfilled by Walmart.
right.
You know what I mean? I don't know if you've noticed that, and I started noticing that, and I
Yeah,
was noticing
yeah.
a lot of people talking about how their sales are jumped up from when they went from seller fulfilled to Walmart fulfilled, just like Amazon. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like Amazon. So
Yeah, I
that's
mean, you got a lot of people get on these platforms. I'm talking about the buyers, and they don't go no further than that first page.
yeah,
Once they see it there, they go click and add it to the cart, and boom, that's it. So if you can get highlighted like that by the platforms, you of course you're gonna make more sales. And sometimes if you got multiple items, you can sell out in one day.
yeah.
Depending on how many people looking for that item. So I'm definitely looking forward to it, man. When you said, "Hey, I'm working on my first shipment," I was like,
Oh, you
I'm
know,
like, get it, man. Shout out to Swamp P. Appreciate you coming out, Swamp Picker. Um, but yeah, that's
I,
that's gonna
I can
be that's gonna
I
be
can
major, man.
I can say this what I've noticed so far. It's easier to delete the item off of Walmart and then relist it as Walmart fulfilled, or get ready for shipment, because
Mhm.
converting it is too many more. I mean, you'll talk about it. You know what I mean. Once I figure it out completely, we come up and we have a whole conversation about it.
Oh
You know what I
yeah, of
mean, and
course,
then share the
of
information
course,
here. But
of
yeah,
course.
it's
Uh,
if you got a lot of new items, this is the best time to do it,
yeah,
because maybe
I mean,
maybe
another
I'm
thing
having.
too. Another thing too is I got stuff sitting in the warehouse that I had listed that just I got it sitting there, so called waiting for the right price.
Hmm. Yeah.
It's got to go, man.
Yeah.
I can't sit there and wait for an extra $3, $4. The whole thing of a reseller is moving product and replenishing. It's not to get product and then just sit back and just wait for the customer to come through. You're not a brick and mortar store. You
Yeah.
trying to move product as fast as possible, get the money back, replenish, and keep moving product. And that's where I'm at, man. I was just talking over with my son today about my plans on the direction we're gonna go with this whatnot as another out to
Yeah.
move products because I got a lot of stuff that I paid, uh, $1 or two for, and I could take that stuff and put it on whatnot, and with the hopes of making maybe three, four, maybe $5 off of it, which it will still put me in the black. So, um, that's just gonna be another out. When I want to take that stuff and move it because I paid less than nothing for it, move it. Don't just sit there and try to, nickel and dime an
Yeah.
item when your space is just, you just keep growing your space. And that ain't what I'm trying to do. And I gotta definitely be on top of my game, being that this facility is going to be 1,500 square foot. That I can't just put stuff in there and just let it sit. That stuff got to move. Wherever way I got to move it, it got to move. Whether it be
Yeah.
Facebook Marketplace, local meetup, whatnot, or other platforms that I sell on. That stuff got to go. And that's going to be my attitude moving forward. But even now in the warehouse, like I was telling you guys in the back room before, kind of getting ahead of myself, but with whatnot is, I'm projecting in about 3 weeks we're gonna have our first whatnot show. I just got to get in there and tag everything and figure out what I'm gonna sell on the first show. And it's gonna be some bangers in there. People gonna look like, oh, he's selling that. Oh yeah, I'm selling it. It gotta go. You
Hmm.
know, and the way I look at it is, I remember uh, listening to Bearded Picker a few years ago, where he was saying that, if I can sell it for $5, why not? I bought 50 of them, and I already done made my money. So
Yeah.
if I got 10 more left, why not sell them for $5? $5 is $5. And if you look at the grand scheme of things, I sold 40 for three times the cost, and I got 10 left, and they just sitting here. So why not just move them for $5?
Get them
You know,
going.
and that make a whole lot of sense. Why just sitting on inventory? Like you going from being a reseller to just being a hoarder. And I'm not trying to be no hoarder. I'm not trying to just stockpile stuff or just get stuff and say, look what I got. No, it's not like that. This stuff back here, all this stuff on these shelves, except for that big hole, is listed. So at the end of the day, I could be pulling stuff off of this shelf, selling it, and then replacing it with something else. But I'm not really stuck on anything that I got. I got stuff that if the right now those collectible magazines, the graded ones and the graded cards. I mean, of course, those things have to be sold at the right price because they're not vastly available out here. If you get say for instance, Derek Jeter rookie card, Jim Mint 10, you're not just gonna get that card away because there's not a lot of them out there graded at a Gem Mint 10. So
Yeah.
I'm saying, you got to be smart with it, but at the same time, you can't, just give away your collectibles per se.
Yeah.
You know, um, so if nobody else, want to add anything, let's go ahead and jump into the whatnot conversation.
Yeah. I see.
So go ahead.
Now I see. Lil Debbie said that she heard plenty of good and bad about whatnot. Yeah, there's a lot of there's cons and pros and cons to all the platforms. Um, Me personally, whatnot, like Buff was just saying, he's gonna list his items so people can be able to see it over. That's what you saying, bro.
Yeah.
You're gonna list them so that people can see it during the week.
Right.
That gives them opportunity to, first of all, they can place a bid on it. While they're waiting until the show. Um, then a lot of people come in on your on your whatnot and see that you got some items that they want. You know what I mean? And if you got them at a perfect price, they tend to come in your show and advertising it. That's the main thing is advertising. Because of what shows you're doing. Some shows advertise themselves. You know, yeah, some people don't do well on whatnot. It all depends on your following, and it depends on what you're selling. A lot of people want the things cheap. You know what I mean? That dollar start, you'll see if you ever go in them rooms, they got dollar starts. They have 40 people, 100 people, 200 people in them because it's a dollar start. And at the same time, while they're doing that, if you notice, they have um, giveaways. Pay attention to that because
Yeah.
when they do the giveaways, in order for you to get in that giveaway, you're gonna have to subscribe to them. So they're building you up to look out for their shows, and every time they drop a show, everybody that subscribe get a notification. So if you got 200 people in your show in your live, and you're doing constant giveaways, because we was watching the last few days. Me and Buff was in this room that they give giveaways every 10 minutes. Every 10 minutes they're doing giveaways. And people constantly coming in, getting in the giveaway, comments, even if they don't stay in. Every 10 minutes they're doing giveaways, but they were doing
Yeah.
dollar stars as well,
Yeah.
and they were selling pretty much almost every single thing. You
Yeah. It
know,
worked. They were selling everything.
yeah.
It
So
wasn't nothing that they put up that didn't sell.
it was a couple things that didn't go through.
For the two black ladies,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I didn't see nothing that didn't sell.
yeah, yeah. It was a couple things.
Oh, okay. I
I,
mean, we was on different times, so the whole time I was there, I didn't see nothing that didn't sell. I mean,
it was
even for $1, somebody was snagging it.
yeah.
But like I said, we was on. At one time we was on at the same time. I think a couple times we was on two different times. I'm not disputing what you're saying.
You good?
I just didn't see it.
I've been studying another side of whatnot the last few weeks too. The people who goes to the flea markets around here. Like, we have flea markets every day in Florida. Every day is a flea market open. So I've been noticing a lot of people selling off the flea market tables, like going to these vendors and selling off their tables. You know, but what they're doing is if they purchase it from the vendor for $3, they charging you six, which makes sense because you want to double your money. You know what I mean? Technically, it ain't doubling because of whatnot fee, and you close enough. You know what I mean? Um,
So you telling me they go and bang off somebody else's table and sit
yep,
and have a store off of somebody else's table?
yep. What
Yeah,
they do,
okay.
they have the camera on, they have their weapon, and one lady have her weight, her scale, and she'll go to somebody's booth and or table, and she'll show the audience. Like, she had this one lady had like 100 people at one time, just in there, just in there. You know what I mean? And they were telling her what they wanted to see. She was pulling it up. She was asking the vendor how much you want it for, and the vendor was like, such and such $2. So okay, so it's for $4, or some people like nothing under $5. You know what I mean? So they was bidding on it. She picks it up. She show it to them. They bid on it, and she did that for about 5 hours, bro. I'm talking about 5 hours. Just walking the flea market,
Wow.
selling off different vendors' tables. You know what I mean? It's crazy. The good reseller daddy. The thing about the giveaway is a lot of them don't tell you what the giveaway is until they win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's a giveaway. You know what I mean? Yeah, I show mine, and Buff shows his, and some of the other people do show their giveaway. But a lot of these bigger bigger sellers don't show the giveaway.
Yeah, I like what I see. I mean, I had, like I said, I had been away from whatnot for a few years, but coming back, I like what I see. The different way resellers are moving on that platform compared to back when I was on there.
Yeah.
They definitely have changed a lot of stuff. So what I want to do is basically kind of tailor this show to somebody that new that just the first time hearing about whatnot, and basically kind of answer some of those basic questions. So my first question would be is what is whatnot and how does it work?
Me? You ask me?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, well,
And
for
this
those.
question is for anybody out there listening that may not know exactly about whatnot, and this is the first
Okay.
time. So you
It's
can explain that, like what it is and how it works.
it's a live auction platform, which you come on, you got anything to sell, any items to sell, no matter what it is, and you're selling it to people live. They pay for it, they see it live, and you also they charge shipping. Some shows don't charge shipping, some do. Some have smaller shipping, or you know instead of the highest price shipping, they'll have a prorated shipping or things like that. But Whatnot is a live platform, auction platform, which caters to whoever looking for whatever. They have toys, clothes, shoes. They have everything. They have everything that you can think of on there. So
Right.
it's for those resellers who like to do auctions, and people who like to bid, because you got people who actually love auctions. So it's catered to those type resellers. You know, it's
Okay.
it's a good place to move. It's a good place to move your inventory, your excess inventory. You
Right.
know, and it's not guaranteed that every show is going to be packed, but you can build that up until which those shows can come out to be very profitable for you. You know, we see shows that people sell 600 to 1,000 items at one time.
Hmm.
In that show. So it's a good platform for those who is patient with it and who's willing to go and do the live options. You know what I mean? So
Right.
you got to be patient first of all, and they got all kind of ways of doing it. You don't
Right.
have to show your face on if you're that type of person that don't want to show your face. You don't have to show your face. And if you're one of those people who's bubbly and outgoing and got a personality, hey, that's fine as well, because you'll be able to. Some people are big on seeing big personalities, and your
Right.
personality can just sell your items by itself, to bringing the audience in. You see what I'm saying? So it's a good platform, but you just got to be patient. You got to build it. You have to
So
build.
so how do the live auction different from the buy it now? Because that's another way you can sell on that too, right?
Yep, yep. Yeah, you can the buy it now. You could just post it, like if you go and start a show, right? You can have no show, but have all your inventory on there, and people could just come on and purchase it. Just like being on going to eBay and Amazon and all of that, right? The inventory is on there, and it says buy it now, and you just go in and click on it and purchase it.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just like going on any website and purchasing from that person on the website. The
Right.
auctions is you waiting for the show. 9 times out of 10, they have it auction style, and you able to bid on the item before the auction ever starts. You know what I mean? And then once the auction starts, the reseller can go in and see who already placed bids and put that item up. You know what I
So
mean?
so is their fees different from like Amazon, Walmart? Are they lower or they higher? How
They,
they
they
fee work?
their fees are lower than Amazon and Walmart
Oh,
by
okay.
far, man.
What,
Um,
like 10%?
it's like, okay, I had a $25 item sold, right. I made $21.
Right.
You know what I mean? If I had that same $25 item sold on Amazon, would either make what $17.
Oh, okay.
You see
Okay.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So 15. My bad, or less.
Yeah. Or less.
So
Right.
so the fee is better than Amazon and Walmart. You know what I mean?
Oh.
And they give you automatic shipping, so they automatically pay for shipping
Right.
compared to Amazon and Walmart's free shipping
Have y'all
unless you
heard of
Google it.
District? Have you heard of the platform District?
Yeah, Commonwealth Picker and all of them. I seen them
Yeah.
talking about it.
I just heard about it like 3 weeks ago from another reseller. She was kind of giving me the rundown on how it works. Sound like it may be a little better um, to go there and buy because
Yeah,
sound like people just practically selling their stuff for cheap over there. I don't
District.
know because I haven't been there. I'm just basically going off of what she was telling me.
Yeah, District. See, they trying to build that platform. I give it to
Yeah,
Commonwealth. Them they all ADH Dave. All of them is pushing that. Picking
right,
and punching. A lot of those guys are pushing that platform. They trying to get more people over there. You know what I mean?
right.
Look, they're competing against a lot of people. Now eBay doing live auctions now
Yeah,
for
yeah,
certain people.
eBay, yeah,
So if Amazon start getting into it, it's going to be more competition. And matter of fact, Amazon do got live auctions and live buying. So
really?
or they're selling things live. I'm gonna say it like
Oh,
that.
okay,
I've
okay,
seen
okay.
that.
Yeah. Well,
There's no
one
monthly fee.
other question before you. Yeah, I mean, you're giving a lot of good information, but I got one other question, and that's how does shipping work on
Oh,
whatnot?
the shipping. Oh, shipping is okay. Their shipping is like this. When you purchase your first item, whatever the seller has that shipping as, like 2 pounds, 1 pound, less than a pound, whatever. That it'll sometimes it'll say $9, sometimes say $4, right?
Right,
Um, you pay that first shipping. The next item would be a lesser shipping. Sometimes it even be free shipping. But
right,
if that reseller got it set up to just drop down again, it'd be a lesser than $9, probably be like $2, and then after that it'll be free. So free shipping all the way up to 5 pounds, right?
right,
So once you buy enough of items and it equals out to 5 pounds, it goes right back to the original shipping. Then it drops down again, then it drops down to free again, and then 5 more pounds and it goes right back. Just think
right,
about that. Just every time it equals to 5 pounds, it goes right back to um, that original shipping. But if you buy two items, it'll be free, and then you just start buying as many as you can till it get to that 5 pounds, which a
right.
lot of us do. You know what I mean? Because that's when you start buying all the bigger price items.
Yeah. So
This might keep you.
it's no monthly fees. It's just fees
No,
on every sale, right?
yeah. No monthly
Yeah.
fee.
Okay. Yeah. Bill Bixby asking that. All right. Yeah, Glenn, we are doing basically whatnot. It was a couple people asked about whatnot, and we wanted to try to cover that. We talked about doing it 2 weeks ago, but we didn't get in depth about it. So we just wanted to ask questions. So if people that was really asking about whatnot, maybe they'll go back and watch the recording on YouTube and get some of the
Yeah.
answers that middleman is putting out here
And and
about
and,
whatnot.
and little Debbie, you probably are cut out for it. You make videos on your living around your home, and the good ducks. You don't have to be in front of the camera. One thing you got, just put it up. You know what I mean? Show it. This what I'm selling. This is what it costs. And hit the live.
Yeah,
And
I mean, I see a lot of people that you wouldn't think would be on the live doing the sales. Like I'm saying, like showing themselves and stuff. But it's a lot of people doing it, and from what I understood, for the little research I've been doing to see how the platform has changed,
yeah,
is they are saying that's the way to go because people get more engaged with you and get to used to seeing your face and your antics and stuff and how you speak and they start building some type of rapport with you just through the internet. So a lot of people recommending that instead of doing the behind the camera shows, work towards doing the in front of the camera shows, because you'll get people that that may not even have a social life, but they get used to seeing you a certain time during the week doing your shows, and they'll interact with you, through the chat. So I mean, that's just some people' opinion,
Yeah,
but my thing is do it the way you feel
be
you can
comfortable.
do it.
Yeah, do what makes you comfortable. Because
Yeah,
either one is successful. You can see a person doing it without showing themselves. You see a person doing that showing themselves, and both will be successful in there.
right.
You know what I mean? It's all in you, but you want the audience to stay engaged the whole show. That's the key is having them staying engaged the whole show. If they stay engaged the whole show, you can have a good show. But what I could tell you like this, um, just based off of buying on there, right? Um, just because is 100 people in the live, don't mean there's going to be 100 people bidding. So if you run the show and you have, say just 40 people in there, right? A lot of times only 5% of those people are really going to bid, if that. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Like sometimes when we be in the show, like me and Buff be in the show, you can see the same names of the people who's buying, and you hear them calling the same names out. You know what I mean? And it don't normally be about 10 people, 12 people, if that. A lot of times it'd be just 4 or 5 people just bidding against each other because they know that's what they want and that's the deal. You know what I mean? Or they know what that item is worth. A lot of people don't know what that item is worth. You know, so
Um,
yeah,
Nita J says she selling on Offer Up. I didn't even know Offer Up still existed. I
yeah. I
thought
see.
Offer Up was bought by eBay or something.
Yeah, I see Miss Taffy selling on there. I watch her
No,
shows.
Offer Up.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But that's she's in Cali though. You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
got a higher market for resale clothing out there, or
Yeah.
reused clothing or used clothing out there.
Right.
So yeah, I noticed that, and
Okay.
she get a lot of Facebook Marketplace sales over there too.
Let's pause for a second, man. I want to do this first giveaway. I have 3 items I'm going to give away tonight. So let me just go ahead and get one of them out the way. Um, so this is what I'm giving away tonight. I got a Barbie deluxe style. Probably seen this in Walmart. It got a little blemish right here on the edge, but other than that, the box is intact. On the, can y'all see that? Pretty good.
Yeah,
All right. So that would be the first one, and the second and third item is going to be the same. This is a Pokemon with 145 pieces.
hmm.
So there will be the 3 giveaways tonight. So the first one we're gonna go ahead and give away is the Pokemon. If you're interested in this item, go ahead and drop the number in the chat. What we got? 14 people. I know my computer gonna slow down. Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna set the wheel up, and if you're interested in this, drop your number in the chat. All right. Let's see.
So Nita J is offer up big out there in Texas.
All right, drop your number in the chat. Let's go ahead and get this first giveaway. Let's see, I know my screen froze. But this is the first giveaway. 1 to 20. 1 to 20. 1 to 20. Let's
Oh,
see.
okay. See, everybody's staying around the same number. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I wonder why it's not going bigger than that. Let's
And
see.
then 17 out the
There
blue.
you go. All right. We're going to get ready to go. Let's get it. Number 3. Who got it? 3.
Foab. Foab
Who?
32. Number 7. Oh, no, no, nobody. That's over. I'm sorry. My bad, bro. Everybody's over. Everybody's over.
Everybody's over?
Everybody.
Okay, let's run it one more time. Hey, leave the numbers in. We're going to go with the same numbers.
8, 9, 8.
8. Who
That'd
got
be
it?
Greg. Greg. Resell
Greg?
guy. Yep.
All right. He read at 8?
Right at 8.
All right, cool. Congratulations. I already got your info, Greg. I'll get that mailed out to you.
Congratulations, Greg.
It's what it coming your way. All right. I got one more of these to give away tonight. The Barbie, I'm gonna give this away last. All right. So, all right. Anybody else? Hold on just a second.
We ain't got Justin or Maria tonight, so everybody got a fair chance.
Let's see. All right. So, do we have any more questions in the chat about whatnot?
No, but I'll say this: if you're interested in doing it, and you want another avenue in selling your items, um, give it a try. You never know. You know what I mean? It could be your niche. Uh, who knows? You might like it. And it's like Buff said, if you type of person to stand in front of the camera and you are energetic, people will engage with you. People
Yeah.
are very
Yeah.
that's
I know that the people we was buying from, I mean, they wasn't loud. They wasn't
yeah,
like demanding you bid on the product or whatever. They just say, this is what we got, and you just start bidding.
yeah,
You know, um, whoever won, they give you a shout out and keep it moving to the next item. So that was to me, it was different, but at the same time, I liked it. You know,
yeah,
You constantly got somebody on the screen yelling at you, talking about, you know, tap, 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 run it,
yeah,
run it, run it, run it,
yeah.
the
Get
whole
it,
time.
chat. Get it,
So,
chat.
yeah, so if you had one tip to give about growing your audience, what would it be on whatnot?
Advertise when you run your you ready to do your live. Pay that fee to advertise your first time, and when you
So whatnot has a something where they advertise it for you. I
yep
didn't know.
they'll boost your show for the whole show, and but you'll pay a hourly fee.
Right,
Like they'll tell you how many impressions it would be at a certain amount
right.
from the time your show starts to the time your show ends. That's why when I was doing my shows, you'll see a lot of people coming in and were like offer advertisement or brought brought based off of the advertisement.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have that. You know, you don't have to do it, but you can do it. You know,
Right.
and also giveaways bring people in. I think people have it locked in. If a giveaway come on, you know they come to your show, but you're just trying to get people in to see it. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's all you're trying to do. But I
Oh,
wouldn't do a giveaway if you're not selling because that defeats the purpose.
right. I know the people we was talking about, their tour show. Basically, their giveaway was a $10 Amazon gift card.
Yeah,
And like you said, they was giving those things away by every 10 to 15 minutes.
yeah.
But they was making a lot of sales too. So the last question I had for you is, well, actually, next to last is how does the giveaway for the followers, how you set that up different from the giveaway for the buyers? Is there like a tool you can use to set those up?
No, it's actually when you setting up the giveaway, you have the option on buyer giveaway or just regular follower giveaway.
Okay,
You know what I
okay,
mean?
so
And
that
I
is
think it,
in the tool where you can just pick.
yeah, you could
All right.
pick.
And the last
Um,
question I had is, go ahead, man. I'm sorry because I want to make sure I didn't forget the
oh
last question. Go ahead.
yeah, on that buyer giveaway and the followers giveaway, original giveaway, um, you can this is what I tell you. If you got a high price item, right, that you want to attract everybody in, right, you want
Right,
people to purchase, you put
right.
that as the buyer's giveaway. And once you put that as the buyer's giveaway, put it in front of the camera, let them see it. This is what I'm gonna give away to the buyers, you know. But you have to buy something, you have to purchase something. If
Yeah,
you don't purchase it, you won't have opportunity to win it.
right.
You know what I mean, that's how I got that GI Joe Storm Shadow that you got. That's how I got it. He had it as a
You
buyer's
showing
giveaway.
that guy right there.
Yep, he had it as a buyer's giveaway, and
Yeah,
I happened to win the buyer's giveaway.
right.
Yeah, but go ahead.
Yeah, I seen today some show they was doing a $1,000 for the buyer's giveaway. At the end of the show, if you bought anything, you can enter into that, and you know, with a chance of winning $1,000. So I was like, man,
Yeah,
they must be making a lot of sales. But yeah, it definitely brought people into the room, and then they started out. So basically, they had in the advertisement $1,000 buyers giveaway, and the first giveaway is going to be a iPad.
yeah. We was going to a show that had iPad giveaways. You know what I mean? Those guys that do the pallets,
Right,
they advertise iPad giveaways, and that brings a lot of people in.
right, right. Okay.
What was your last question?
Oh, see, I'll tell you while I'm trying to get it out. The last question is the interface. Is the interface to go into whatnot and set your auction up and your listings? Is that user friendly, or is it going to take you to do some type of training to get it down?
No, it's simple, bro.
Yeah,
They made it easy for the seller to list that stuff on there. And if you make a mistake, it just won't go. It won't list, and
mm,
it'll tell you where you made the mistake at. It
right,
is simple, bro. It's about one of the simplest things. It's just like eBay. You take a picture of it. You can take one, two, up to I think 6 pictures of the item, and bro, it's just simple. And you put
right,
what it is, how much you want to auction it off from,
right,
for, and things like that. But it's very simple, very user friendly.
right. Okay. I think that's pretty much. I mean, those questions was basically for anybody that's new that want to come into whatnot. I just kind of tried to come up with some questions that would be feasible for a new person trying to jump on to whatnot as another avenue to move products. So I think we covered it pretty good. We are at the show got kicked off a little late tonight, but we're at 8:33. So we're gonna do a quick show and tell, and then from the show and tell, I'm just gonna go ahead and do the last two giveaways and out the show. And for everybody that stuck around past the 8:30 mark, I appreciate you. Hopefully, we provided you all some information you can use. I know some people out here are seasonal resellers, and you pretty much knew that information, but just look at it as that there are some people in the shadows that watch the show, and maybe this can help them and the people that come back and watch the show after the show. So, Middleman, you got some show and tell. Let's go ahead and kick it, and then Glass City, you got something, and I'll come behind you.
All right, I got some whatnot purchases that I not too long got in with this week.
Right.
First one is Wonder Woman.
Oh, that's nice.
I paid $25. All right. I have.
That's a throwback.
Say again?
Throwback Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah, she's going for good money.
Don't you got a lasso and everything with it, don't you?
I had a sentimental Valentine Barbie.
Oh, okay.
I was channeling my inner buff when I was buying these.
Hey, Glass City said that does that Wonder Woman have a lasso?
Oh, my bad. Yes.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah.
She also like the. What's her name that we grew up with?
Did you get that from the Barbie lady?
Yep.
Is any damage on it? It looked clean.
Just a minor. Just minor. If it is, no, it's clean.
Okay, okay.
It's clean. She didn't pack it well, but that one just happened to survive. I have the Yankees Barbie.
Oh yeah, that's some money right there. That's some money.
This has a little damage, but not to the point of which I can't sell it.
That ain't nothing right there.
But
I sold mine for $150.
I think they're at 75 right now on Amazon.
That's about to be one low baller.
Yeah. Halloween.
Oh yeah, that's a nice one. I sold one of those. Crazy. I sold one of those in January.
Oh wow. No, that there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I got the Disney collection Mulan.
Yeah, now that one I don't have. That's a nice one. That's a nice one.
It's a pretty doll. The details on that doll is crazy.
Yeah, that's nice.
I got one last one for you, Buck. Probably.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
What do you think about that one?
Oh, that's a nice one, man. I got 3 of them. So that's a nice one. It's gonna make you some money too.
Yep. I was like, oh, hold on. Y'all remember the Spice Girls?
You got that one from her too?
Yep.
Wow. It's good. It's good.
Spice. All right. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. That was some nice pickups, man. You got another one?
Huh? You know I got that damaged one, but I ain't.
Oh, okay. I thought you were showing something else.
No.
So I got a couple unique items, and if you know, when it comes to superheroes and villains, I like Hulk. I also like the Joker, and I like the Joker girlfriend. So I have Harley Quinn. I made a video some years back with my wife doing the Harley Quinn voice in the video. But yeah, I always been a big fan. I got a lot of comic books with Harley Quinn. So this is one of the items that I picked up. I actually have 3 of these in my possession, and they are getting prepped to go to Amazon. and as you can see on the box right there says $250. But I only paid $50 for this,
Hmm.
and the other two I think I paid 52 and 57. So the other item is another Harley Quinn, and you can see on there it says $100. I paid $30 for it, but it actually sells for about $100. And this was one unique item that I found at Walmart. This thing was just in the back in the bins. Got a couple of them. They were still in the box. These things came out about 3, 4 years ago, and they were still sitting in Walmart in the storage bins. So I ended up getting these $5, and they sell at lowest prices right now about $49 on
That's a nice
Amazon.
collab right there.
Yeah, so those being prepped to send to Amazon too, because like I said, right now I'm trying to get most of that stuff out of the warehouse and into the Amazon warehouse. And once me and Milkman talked about his first shipment to Walmart, then we're gonna start shipping to Walmart as well. Every listing that I got, I won't say every listing, but probably 80% of my listings that I have on Walmart, once I figure out the Walmart direction of shipping it to the fulfillment, that stuff is going to be gone.
Yeah.
So I'm just waiting. I'm waiting on middleman to get his first shipment going, and then we'll be next. Um, see any comments in here. Okay, Jennifer, yeah, Jennifer, I'm definitely going to do a whatnot. It's going to be probably the third week. I mean, 3 weeks from now, probably right after the week of the 11th, June. Then I'm going to come in with a banker, and I mean, you all know because I'll be talking about it on the show, way in advance. Probably a week out from the show. You all know, X File. Yeah, that's a good one. And
Yeah.
for $7, was it in great shape, Nita J? I mean, I'm not surprised because people at those yard sales, a lot of times you can find them in the position just want to get rid of stuff, for a great price. All right, so
Update,
let's go ahead
up,
and do
up,
that. Go ahead.
update on that Hawaii 50. I sold it
Yeah,
for $81. Them videotape. And sold that Mickey Mouse
yeah,
that popcorn bucket.
yeah.
Yep. Sold that.
That's good, man. That's good. What we got? New and no the box.
Oatmeal be
Okay,
no
the
meal,
box had
baby.
some damage, but the dog was in good. Yeah. My thing is when I go out and buy Barbies from people, I have to get clarity on that because they'll say, "Oh, the Barbie is new. It's new. New in the box." Yeah. And then you get there and the box just torn all kind of ways. After my first two adventures of going out and buying Barbies, I had to make sure that I get that straight with the seller before I travel to let them know that okay, this is what you call new in the box. What you have is a new Barbie, but the box has a lot of damage, and I need to know because that's going to determine the price.
Yep.
So, but yeah, I ran into a lot of that. Um, Let me go ahead and do these last two giveaways, and then we can get on up out of here. Um, Let me bring the wheel back up.
One thing
So,
you learn in this game, everybody new ain't the same. Because you have somebody with something out of a box without no and say it's new. Like how's
oh
that
yeah,
new?
oh yeah, it's
I only
new.
used it once. You but it used. Think about what you just said. You used it. So when is it new?
Yeah, yeah.
Where's the box? Jim- yeah, he said Chris talked way too much.
It look like he had a long day. Let's see.
Yeah.
Um,
Man, wife's birthday weekend, bruh. So
Uh-oh.
yeah, man.
Was she on turn about 25, 30?
Yeah, 22.
22. Oh, okay.
Yeah, tenderoni,
Younger than I
man.
thought.
Yeah, tenderoni, man.
Well, Jennifer, little Debbie on the storage on whatnot, you can just take the pictures, right? You don't have to upload them. Just put it up there, take the picture right then. You know what I mean? It, it's like eBay when you're doing eBay listings. You can take it. You can take it through the app. Oh, you got Christopher Armstead in the buff. Say he enjoyed his time at the warehouse.
Who that?
Christopher Armstead. He said,
Oh,
I
okay.
enjoyed my time at the warehouse.
Tell him. I'm trying to get this screen up, man, but this it's not coming up. I'm trying to share the screen, but it's not coming up. Christopher Armstead. Chris,
Yeah.
what did you buy? Let me know what you bought from the warehouse, and I can definitely identify who you were. Put it in the
How
chat.
was how
Huh?
was the sale yesterday?
The sale, it was decent, man. It wasn't, we did have a storm, which earlier that night before it was saying 20 to 40% chance. But
Mm.
then when we woke up that morning, it was talking about thunderstorms and stuff. So it was pretty decent, but it was definitely oh, what's up, bro?
Oh, oh.
Oh, that's my boy. What's going on, man? Hopefully you got here in time enough to catch the conversation about whatnot, because we gave out a lot of information on that. So all right, this is what I'm gonna give away. The wheel is not coming up, so y'all gonna just have to take my word on it. But this is one of the items I'm gonna give away, and then the next item is gonna be the Barbie. So if you're interested in this item, go ahead and drop number in the chat from 1 to 20. 1 to 20.
Hey, Lil Debbie asking, was there any reseller 411?
Not tonight. We're gonna change the reseller 411 to the
Damn.
scams of the week. We're gonna bring that back. Hopefully, I have that together for next week, and we're gonna bring that back as 411 is gonna go away, and we're gonna bring back the scam of the week. And we can get those stories a little quicker than the reseller 411.
Yeah. Especially
Initially, the
after that.
reseller 411, I wanted to talk about everything that had to do with reseller news. Um, but it seemed like most of the reseller news was about scams. So we just decided that we're going to go ahead and just call it the scam of the week, and identify people not by their real name, but by their real location. So look forward for that. Hopefully, I can have that together by next week.
And we
Uh,
get scams every week.
I
There's
know, man.
scams going on every week.
We can talk about scams 5 days a week, pretty much.
Yeah.
All right, so let me go ahead and run this wheel.
The crazy part about it ain't just the buyers. I've been scammed from a seller as well.
All right, I just ran the wheel again. It came up with the number 8. Who got 8?
Christopher Armstead, discount man.
All right,
Discount.
discount man. Send me your info on Instagram, and I'll ship this to you.
It ain't going
Or
far.
we can meet somewhere up here in Noonan, and I can give it to you. It's up to you how you want to do it. All right, let's go ahead and run this last one. We're gonna put the X's right here. Let's see.
You see, postal workers stealing Amazon returns and stuff. Huh.
Oh yeah. That happened to me. That happened to me. They said they sent it back to the dead letter, but when I sent the letter off, form requesting the tracking of that package, they didn't have no tracking on it. So they did pay me, but when I went to my local post office, they claimed that because I didn't pick it up, they sent it back to the dead letter, and then them not knowing that I got a little history as a poster inspector, I was able to go in, find the form, send it to dead letter sent it back. No trace of this package except for at that post office. So I took, put in my claim and I got reimbursed for the postage and for the amount of the item. All right, so this is the last item for the night, the Barbie.
And he said
Like
he'll
I
pick
said,
it
it
up.
has a small blemish right here. But other than that, the box is intact. And if you want it, put your number in the chat. I'm gonna get ready to close it out.
Hey, bro, he said he'll pick it up. He'll just pick it up from you.
Okay, we can meet up, bro. Just hit me up, man. Just hit me up. All right, we closing that one out. Let me spin it.
A big Kel gone, and he done disappeared. Came in for a minute, dipped.
Yeah, so you got to go to work in the morning, man. All right, 11. Who got 11?
Well, Bill Bixby the closest. 10.
All right, let me so we don't have no beef. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that?
Yeah, I see it.
All right, cool. That one.
Congratulations, Bill. Congratulations, Chris.
All right, Bill,
Congratulations
send me
to
your
everybody.
info, Bill. Bill, I should have your info, but send it to me anyway so I can get this out to you. Like I said, it's got a small blemish right here, but other than that, I mean, if you want to sell it on eBay, it's a good eBay sale. Um, so that's pretty much all I have for the giveaways tonight. Do y'all guys have anything you want to plug or whatever?
Well, I'll say this. Go follow me on Instagram and whatnot. Um, Pretty soon I have another show coming up. I'm just trying to prepare, get all my stuff out of my storage, ship to Walmart and Amazon. So I'm gonna have a show pretty soon. Just be on the lookout.
Right.
Just thank to everyone for coming out. Appreciate for seeing y'all every week. Hope to see y'all next week. Y'all have a good week. And middleman out.
Glass City Pickers, man. I won't be here next week. I'll be out of town. But
All
I
right.
wanted to say, glad that everybody is, it is what it is around these ways. You feel me? But I just wanted to say, hey, thanks for coming out, hanging out like dry clothes, and making sure y'all come support, man, because y'all know these brothers is doing their big things, man, by giving out this great information, man. If nobody else, y'all know. So with that being said, we're going to say defend the hustle. We're going to say defend the life. We're going to say defend the God because we all need defending. So on that note, God bless everybody. Have a good night.
All
Glass
right.
City.
All right. Shout out to Regina Michelle. Thank you for coming through. Make sure y'all check her out on YouTube. She put out a lot of great content. Um, uh, Basically, want to echo what Chris say. We definitely try to be transparent on this show. We don't, we ain't got a whole lot of information that we hold back from people. You just got to ask the right question if you want to get the information. Um, I got several things I'm trying to do at one time. So sometimes some of the messages that I get on Instagram get lost in the sauce. Don't take it personal because it is not that I'm ignoring you on purpose or whatever. That's not the case. So if I just want to put this out to people because I had a little small misunderstanding this past weekend, I'm not going to call a name, but I just want to let you know that if you send me a message and I don't respond to you, it's not on purpose. Just go ahead and retract, send it again, and
Wait,
I definitely do my best to get back to you. But I have a lot going on.
all right, I'm going to leave it alone.
I'm a one man show, so uh, you know some things just gonna get lost, and it's not on purpose. So don't take it personal. But with that being said, I appreciate you all coming out every week, spending time with us on a Sunday. Buffalo Picker, D Miller Man, Glass City, Defend the Hustle.
Good night,
See you
everyone.
all on the next show.
Good night. Good night.
Next time.